Hey, welcome back to the show, gang. It's so great to have you all here, and it's also awesome to have Patti Gonzalez, Dr. Patti Gonzalez, chiropractic doctor in San Jose. Patti, how are you?
I'm fantastic, Patrick. Thanks for having me.
Oh, God, it's a pleasure. Patti and I have known each other for a long time. We had some of our first professional development things in college together as RAs, and it's so cool to be able to be in touch with you and learn from you about the stuff that you're doing with chiropractic health and stuff in San Jose. And anyway, welcome. Hey, tell us, what have you been up to? You've been doing a lot of things. We want to hear about your Ghana trip, the stuff that you learned back there, and want to learn about your practice with maximized living and the chiropractic things that you're doing down there. Tell us about your practice.
Okay, so the practice is we're a Maximized Living Health Center. And what Maximized Living is it's a healthcare delivery system based on 5 essentials. So the 5 essentials really are maximizing your mind to have healthy relationships and healthy self-worth. The second is healthy nerve supply through corrective chiropractic care. And then the third essential is maximizing proper nutrition, so you're feeding your body good and healthy nutrients. And then we teach exercise through maximizing your oxygenation in your body so you can build lean muscle mass very, very quickly and maintain it for a long, long time. And the last essential, and it's truly an essential, is minimizing your toxins, because unfortunately we do live in a toxic world, and how to really minimize those. So as a doctor, what we do is we change people's perceptions about how they view and manage their health care, and it's really from the inside out. So once people understand that they have a power within their own bodies that will actually heal them, what we do as chiropractors is we remove that interference. It's called a subluxation. So that interference is not allowing the body to function at its optimum level. Wow. And that's where the corrective chiropractic care comes in.
Well, first, before we go on, is beer a toxin?
In small amounts, I say no.
All right. Okay. Good. All right. Let's go on then.
So the other really amazing thing is that we also, Maximized Living provides care for the judo, wrestling, and weightlifting USA World teams. So we will be representing and supporting them at the next Olympics.
Nice.
So they have partnered with us. We're also working with Major League Soccer. So we are the official chiropractors for the Colorado Rapids. We are traveling with them. We're on their home field. We're in their training rooms, providing care to them, not only so professional athletes are trusting their bodies and their lifestyles really to maximize living, but it's also clinics across the nation, Canada, and we just opened up a clinic actually in Zimbabwe, Africa. So wow. That actually kind of leads me into my trip to Ghana.
Yeah, in fact, Ghana, I want to learn about that. And also, what the heck, could you guys have done something to not make the Ghana team beat the United States in the last World Cup?
Well, I don't know if any of them were adjusted or not, so I can't take any credit one way or another, but I do understand. Yeah. It's a sad day.
What were you doing there? Tell us about some stuff that you learned there.
Right. So some of the stuff it's an amazing and beautiful country. The people are just so full of love and life. I mean, you would think it's a third world country and they just have so many challenges, but I never saw so many just unbelievably grateful and just happy people. So what the trip was about is I was teaching at the chiropractic college in Hayward called Life West at the time. So we took a group of 14 students over. And there are chiropractors in Ghana, so we partnered with them, and we did something called a Spinal Awareness Week, where we went out to a bunch of different venues, and we gave free chiropractic adjustments. We served over 5,000 people in the week, so it was a really powerful experience to be able, one, to meet and see the people of Ghana, but most importantly, to introduce them to chiropractic care, and then to give them the option once we left as the American doctors to be able to know that chiropractic was offered in Ghana, and that there are a variety of doctors out there.
Wow, excellent. So were you able to take some of that stuff back? What are some of the things that you may have learned over there you brought back to your practice here?
Oh, my gosh. that it's really about removing the interference. And a lot of people don't really know that it's not about aches and pains. It's really about, not that we don't care that someone's in pain or hurting, but the most important thing is to remove that interference to allow the body to function and heal at 100%. Because if you're functioning and healing at 100%, there's no possibility that your body would have any pain or discomfort or symptoms. So that was the biggest thing to me, is because I can't tell you how many people in Ghana showed up with just, no, they were broken bodies, broken spirits, some of them, and really just giving them their first adjustment and watching their face just change and them light up and just allow their bodies to connect with themselves, because your brain controls everything. And if it's interfered with, then you're not going to live to your highest potential. So that's the biggest thing I brought back, is really teaching people here that it's really about, let's connect that brain to your body again, and let's get you functioning and healing at 100%.
Wow, that's amazing stuff right there. Hey, you see a lot of people here in San Jose, and we're going to have the links and everything down there so people can get a hold of you at your location. What's some of the most brokenness or the most common things that you see there, and how could, someone hearing from you now, what could you give them to say, hey, could you do this or don't do that in order to alleviate, prevent some of the most common stuff that you guys do in San Jose?
Absolutely. We actually see a lot of patients. We have a patient that we love dearly. He's one of our warrior patients, we call him. He had stage 4C cancer. He was told over 2 years ago he had 6 months to live. And he wears a shirt now most days that he's celebrating his 2-year survival from that. He's happier, he's healthier than he's ever been. He's not only dropped probably 60 pounds, but he's also living. He's not just in a hospital going through chemotherapy. He's fighting cancer and he's living through cancer. His last scan and report, all of his tumors had stopped, and his doctors, his oncologists, were all just totally amazed. They had no idea that this was even possible, because 2 years ago they gave him 6 months to live and said, "There's nothing else we can do for you."
Wow. And so what is he doing? What could we do that he's doing?
Right. He's maximizing his life. He is living all 5 essentials. First and foremost, he's getting his nervous system cleared out so that his body can heal itself. He's totally switched over to the Maximize nutrition plan. He's on the advanced plan. He's got no sugar in his diet, because most people don't know, but sugar feeds cancer cells. Cancer cells have 8 times the affinity for sugar. So when you're eating sugar, you're feeding cancer.
Oof.
I know, the look on your face, you had no idea, right?
I know. After Halloween, I got into those bags right there.
Exactly.
That was,
and so he's just living a really healthy lifestyle. I mean, day after day, every time we see him, he's got a huge smile on his face. He's just living the life with his wife. He's exercising. He's doing surge training, burst training. And he's minimizing his toxins. He's doing a daily detox so that his body can be cleared out from the chemo that he did do and from just the toxins in general that we deal with on a daily basis.
Wow. Hey, and that is some huge information right there, just with the sugar. And for those of you who just heard Patti drop the phrase surge training, do a little search on the search box right here, and you'll come up with her surge training plan. That was hugely valuable for the community when you gave that to us a few months ago. Thanks for that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You're welcome. It's
right
changed me. I'm in the best shape of my life, and I played soccer from the time I was 5, competitive soccer, and I'm in better shape now. Just with surge training. 12 minutes a week, I kid you not. That's all it takes.
That sounds awesome. Hey, and well, Patti, a couple of questions before we go. Are you getting up to the snow this year? You do that very much in San Jose? It's like about
I am. I'm actually headed out to Colorado. My dad lives out there, so we're going to hit the slopes up in Colorado this year.
Nice. So hey, tell us this. What do you call that when you, after a snowstorm, you tie a rope on the back of your car, you sit in a sled disc, and you got an empty parking lot, and you just cruise around and whip it back and forth behind the car. Like, what do you call that?
Whiplash, waiting to happen. But all good fun. So go see your chiropractor after you do that.
Okay. Well, because we always called it hooky bobbing, and there's going to be a hooky bobbing challenge, Champions Challenge this year. And so if you're going back to Colorado, I want to know if you're interested in competing this year.
In Colorado?
Well, you have to videotape yourself and send it into a website, and
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. And so it's the hooky bobbing challenge, and we want to know if you're down.
Do hills count? Because I know my parents have a pretty steep driveway that would just be pretty wicked going down.
You pick the location. So, I just from the tone of your voice, I can tell that you're down. So I'll send you all the information.
You got it.
Hey, Patti, it has been so fun chatting with you, and thanks for the value that you're dropping on us today.
You bet.
Nice. Hey, well, thanks. We'll be catching up with you soon. Thanks, Patti. And look down below for how to get a hold of her office in San Jose, Maximize Living.
Thank you.